It's like a constant catching of my breath. Hey everyone, welcome to the end of week 28. If you're new here, my name is Heather and I'm pregnant with twins, Di twins, a boy and a girl. If you don't know what Di is, I say that every week also, and it's dichorionic diamniotic, meaning they're in their own little sacs and they have their own placentas. So I've just been throwing words around here, and unless you're in this world, you're like, Di, that doesn't sound good. So that's what they are. Now that we are getting closer and closer to meeting little babies, I'm gonna be doing more updates because I just spit. Frankly, these are the types of videos that I personally look up on YouTube, like 28 weeks pregnant update, pregnant with twins, week 25. So like, that's the stuff I've been looking up, but that isn't necessarily the content I've been putting out lately because there's just been clearly a plethora of things to cover that have been much more specific. And I have a couple fun sneak peeks for you guys today. But before I do that, I have a quick message from our sponsor, AKA a message from me, but check it out. Okay, so I wanna make sure I tell you guys about the most gorgeous accent for any room in your home. These were sent to me by Rose Forever. I'm sure you guys have seen these around by now, but they are roses that will last for a year. They're real roses. You can pick your color of roses, your quantity, your color of box. These are actually going to be in the baby nursery, which I'm in right now. I had to really position myself as to not give away the nursery. We are like within a 2-week window of me showing you the nursery. I just think this is a fantastic gift for someone. Maybe a baby was born and you want to send them roses that will last for an entire year. Well worth the money. And honestly, Rose Forever has really great prices on their roses. I've seen some out there that are absolutely outrageous. So I highly recommend checking out Rose Forever. I will of course have them linked below, and I do have a discount code for you guys. Okay, so for the next 30 days, you can use code HeatherFern15 and get $15 off your box of roses. Seriously, jump on it. And they look really cute in the nursery. I can't wait for you guys to see the full finished nursery. So be sure to check out Rose Forever. I linked them down below. Use code HeatherFern15 for $15 off your own box of live roses. Okay, so let me start off with the fun things and then I'll give you this week's update. So we did have another high risk appointment that I will touch on. First, I want to show you guys my hospital bag. I was not gifted this. I ordered this from Fern Design. This is their weekender bag. Look at how beautiful she is. I'm so excited to fill her up. I know it's a pretty popular bag for hospital bags and I really had no intention of buying a hospital bag. I'm like, I have something, I'm sure. But then we made our lists of like what we want to bring to the hospital. I just didn't want to like walk in with a like roller bag, and then I didn't have an actual bag that zipped closed, that felt secure. I already have a few things in here. I guess I might as well tell you what they are. Honestly, not that much. Fuzzy socks, a like waist trainer post C-section surgical thing. I know the hospital usually gives these to you, but people on my Instagram said that they were trash, so get your own. And then I grabbed this little bag from Target. So I just thought it was cute in like the dollar section. Dry shampoo, some makeup remover wipes, toothpaste, toothbrush, and balm. That's all I have in here right now. More will be coming, of course. I have a full list, but I want to have it packed by like week 30. I honestly said like week 28 a long time ago, but we're doing okay. I don't feel like I need a hospital bag yet. Much more to come on what I'm bringing to the hospital with me for these babies. Okay. Breathe. Okay, so week 28, I am so grateful to have made it to week 28 because back in week 21, 22, when things were looking dark, I didn't know if I'd make it to week 28. So this is fabulous. We're in the 3rd trimester. We're feeling good about that. I told my husband that it's like, congratulations, you made it to the 3rd trimester. Welcome to pain. We took like a really big turn into the discomfort this week. Sunday, like the day 1 of week 28, I could barely move all day. I was so sore, like everything is just stretching. I know every pregnant mom probably says this, but I'm like, how am I getting, I'm gonna get bigger than this. hopefully these babies will stay in and I'm gonna have to get bigger, but I feel really big. I definitely feel like I actually look bigger in pictures than how I see myself in the mirror. I don't know if it's just my eyes or if it's like the angle that I'm taking pictures and the way I move my body. Just like really sore, like down low. There's just lots of pressure going on. Baby boy is no longer breech. He has been breech this whole time. He's head down now, so that might be causing a bit more pressure. Much better than breech because he was kicking and that was just not a fun time. So baby girl has really not moved. Well, she hasn't moved because she's still transverse. She is across the top of my abdomen. That's why I can see her moving all the time, because it's just, she's super high and up there. But they both flipped sides, like both their heads were on my left side last week, and then at this week's ultrasound both their heads moved over to my right side, which honestly maybe contributed to how uncomfy I was this past week, because so much motion in the ocean. I have not had nausea this whole pregnancy, but I think them getting bigger and their kicks and movements getting bigger and her being so high up has started to make me feel more nauseous. As far as sleeping goes at this point, I just sort of have my pillow nest around me, and Alec will like lean up next to the pillow wall to give me support to like lean into. It's a whole thing. It's just a real fun time. Okay, so at my appointment, I posted this on my Instagram stories, and I feel like I confused people because now that we are so in this world, it's really easy to talk about pregnancy or about being pregnant with twins specifically. Duh, no one who knows what I'm talking about unless you've been through this. So at this point in pregnancy, they do something called the BPP, like the biometric test, something. Like every time I go in, there's a checklist of things that they look for each of them to do, and you want them to get a 10 out of 10. And one of those things is practice breathing. It's totally different from like their heartbeat. They're not actually breathing in the womb, but they do practice breaths, and you can see that in an ultrasound. It looks kind of like an accordion. They don't do it constantly. They only do it every like 30 minutes or so. So they were on him for like 45 minutes and he would not do his practice breathing. And so just to be safe, my doctor sent me to do a non-stress test, and they want to see like spikes in their accelerated heart rate at certain times to show that they're breathing, I guess. He still would not do it during the test. I think they saw enough where they felt comfortable sending me home, because they were like, if we don't see it, we're gonna have to admit you. But they also were tracking me and my body, and I was having contractions, which is normal. It's normal. I mean, it's like Braxton Hicks. It wasn't anything consistent where they were like, uh-oh. They were like, did you feel that? I'm like, I don't know. They're like, was it like tightening? I'm like, girl, everything is tight. It all feels tight all the time with twins in here. So I have no idea what I'm supposed to be feeling for. This upcoming week though, week 29, we have another growth scan. Finally, I'm super duper excited every time I get to do those. So we'll see. Last time little girl was 2%, little boy was up to 22%. So as far as any other week 28 symptoms, I have now acquired the shortest fuse. I am so snappy. Not like mean or crabby, but just little things set me off. Or like someone will say something to me with like totally good intention, and then I go to Alec, I'm like, can you believe this? And he's like, it's okay. And my voice, I feel like, has changed a lot. I feel like it is way raspier. It like cuts out and gets like crackly really easy. I feel like it's lower. My skin has definitely cleared up at this point. I mean, it's not clear, but I feel like the second trimester, it was just not looking good. All right, here is a 28-week baby bump shot. Look at that thing. See, I feel like it looks big here, but in person, I don't feel like it's that big. If you don't already, please follow me on Instagram so you can keep up with all these baby updates. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.